Are you Samuel Owens?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Answer the question.
I'm not Samuel Owens! I don't know anyone named Samuel Owens!
Shit. Again.
Kavanaugh?
Thanks a lot, asshole.
What the hell is going on? Hello?
William Webster.
What?
Are you William Webster?
Yes?
Okay.
Glad you found the right file.
Don't make smart-ass comments.
You might want to consider how you're proceeding here, Webster.
How am I proceeding?
Like an asshole.
You've fallen into the earth, Webster. You've fallen so far into the darkness that you're going to need our help to get back into the sunlight.
The fuck is this? Jules Verne?
Kavanaugh. Can we proceed like civilized people for 5 minutes, please? Can you guess why you're here?
I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm asking you to guess.
I don't know. Something about Alexandria.
Now, why would you guess that?
I don't know.
3 weeks ago, Pinpoint Systems of Stockton, California officially launched the Alexandria search engine. Which, it seems to me, reading this, is just about the sharpest sliver of the cutting edge. It says here that Alexandria is the search engine Pinpoint promised would not only redefine search engines, but redefine searching. That's a very clever slogan. You didn't come up with that, did you?
No, I did not.
No. Well, they have marketing people for that, I suppose. Nearly all the rest is yours, though, am I right? The programming, the design, is that yours?
Most of it,
Proud of your work?
I guess.
Well, the marketing team at Pinpoint touted it pretty highly. Oh, you don't even have to search for something. You just type in a question, and it tells you what you want to know. And in case you don't believe it, for whatever reason, it happily shows you its evidence right underneath. It's efficient, it's inspired, it's revolutionary, and I have no idea how it works.
No, it's a little complicated.
Oh, it's more than a little.
I guess it is.
You know, for someone who works in an industry called information technology, you sure do a lot of guessing, Webster. Which is a shame. Because I was hoping to find some common ground given how similar our respective fields are.
I'm not sure this qualifies.
Well, Inspector Kavanaugh and I are also in the business of information. Evidence. Certainties. The truth. Not guesswork. Inspector Kavanaugh and I do not guess. No. Consider this. I've read your file.
Now that you have the right file.
We know things about you from reading that file. But there are things that we can observe right here. The tightening muscles around your mouth, your narrowed pupils, the movement of your index fingernail against your thumb when I mention the name Alexandria. We can intuit things about you based on these signifiers. More importantly, we know that these intuitions are true. And with that knowledge, the swirling ocean of our guesswork becomes as stable bedrock as any fact. All we need is the confidence to put our foot out over the water and step down. So, when I ask these questions, know that it's not because I think something might be or could be. What I know is as undeniable as all of us standing here. So much so that the words themselves could congeal and become physical matter, so as to better manifest the fact that they are indisputable.
I'm sorry. Did you ask the question?
The question that I have, Webster, is why are you using this ingenious bit of programming wizardry, Alexandria, to sow slander, sedition, derision, and dissent among our citizens?
What?
Do I need to repeat the question?
A search engine is sowing derision? That makes no fucking sense. Ah! Jesus!
Read this.
I can't see you from here. I don't know what this is.
Yes, you do.
No,
Don't lie to me. You recognize this from Alexandria?
Of course. Obviously. Yes.
Do you recognize the layout?
Yeah, but
Then answer the question. What is it?
it's a SERP.
What?
It's a SERP.
No.
Yes.
What is a SERP?
That is.
I don't...
Like a search engine result page.
Yes.
Well, that's the word.
Well, okay. Good. Yesterday, somebody typed this phrase into the search field. Is the government of the United States evil? Alexandria's response compromised the security of closed government servers. Alexandria's response vomited forth reams of seditious drivel. Alexandria's response, were anyone misguided enough to...
I've never seen these before.
You designed the program, and this is what it's telling our citizens. That the government, which protects them, which ensures their security and livelihood, is evil. Evil according to whom? According to William Webster?
No!
Where is it getting its information?
From the net! Where else? Look, I can't easily explain why.
Well, let me explain to you how it looks from my side of the table, which I can do very easily. Your program, Alexandria, is behaving in a way consistent with the behavior of an enemy of the state.
I would never, under any circumstance, contribute.
But you have contributed.
Alexandria is just a tool, okay? I'm not responsible for how people use it. I'm not trying to... You have to understand me that it's just a tool.
I do believe you.
Yeah?
Oh, I really do. And I'm sure Inspector Kavanaugh does as well. You understand, don't you, Kavanaugh?
Absolutely.
You see, Webster, while my specialty is more conversational, Inspector Kavanaugh's training is entirely... Well, why don't you explain?
I'm not much of a conversationalist. Compared to Hayes. The way I see it, we're all tools. In some sense. You do your thing, Hayes does her thing. And I do my thing. It's each part of a different thing. It's probably not that profound. There's some variation though. Every once in a while, you're asked to do something that's not your thing. Or something you don't typically do. You're used in a way you're not typically used. I typically don't talk this much. But if that's what's needed to get the job done, then fuck typical. Now I know what you're saying. Alexandria's a tool. You just make it. You don't tell people how to use it. Can't fault the designer. People are gonna find whatever uses they're gonna find, typical or no, appropriate or no. But here's the thing, Webster. There comes a point where all those other uses, they become so typical that, well, it makes you think. It really makes you think.
We'd like you to think for a moment, Webster.
Think about what?
Think about how you want this to proceed. Down here, in the darkness, it's easy to get turned around, and you can forget that we can be your friends, your guides. We have the power to return you to your home, and we have the power to ensure that you never return, legally. We have that power. Think about the sun, Webster. Think about what daylight feels like.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to say,
Hands.
but... What? No, no, no!
I was hoping I wouldn't have to call you for this one.
It's not an easy call to make.
It's different this time.
No, it isn't. I assure you, it isn't.
I hope you've been thinking, Webster. About the sun, about daylight, about the necessary steps you need to take.
Fuck you.
Webster,
Fuck you. My hand hurts.
yes. I have some regrets there,
Really?
in a manner of speaking.
We usually do one finger at a time.
Oh, God.
There's something wrong with the chair?
How long have I been here?
Time and space are not concerns for you at the moment.
Look, Webster, we deal with a lot of bad people in here.
No,
so
I'm
it
not a
requires-
bad person.
Well, then help us understand what's happening here. Why is Alexandria giving these answers?
I honestly do not know.
You're gonna have to do a little better than that.
If I say I don't know, then I don't fucking know.
Okay, calm down.
I don't know, so how can I...
I'm asking you to calm down.
How am I supposed to stay calm? You assholes broke my hand. You fucking broke my fucking hand. What the fuck?
Webster.
Did you break it so I would be calm?
Okay. Let's take a step back. How does Alexandria work?
Christ.
If you told us how it worked, then maybe we
You're
could find
not
out.
going to be able to understand it.
Why not?
If you could understand it, I wouldn't have a job.
Inspector Kavanaugh,
Yes.
do you have your briefcase?
Right here.
Please,
I am
just...
just asking whether Inspector Kavanaugh has his briefcase. Simple enough. Now I'm asking you again. How does it work?
It did. The simplest explanation has to do with language. When I ask you something like, how tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Okay, you're 5'11". Really? That's it?
Yeah, why?
Well, nothing. I just thought you were, you know. Okay. Well, when I ask you that, your brain, you understand each element of the question, right? You understand you refers to, well, you understand that tall refers to your height, and most importantly, you understand that the response that you need to formulate in order to answer the question correctly will be the measure of your height. I mean, it's amazing how much work the brain is doing. You know, how many complex steps are involved even in answering a very basic question. Well, that's how Alexandria works, basically.
Alexandria thinks like our brain?
That's simplistic.
Yes or no?
Fine. In the way it processes language, yes. As close as we can get with the technology we have.
Okay.
See, I mean, we call it a search engine, but it's really more of a synthesis engine. You know, other search engines, you know, they do things like, I don't know, identify a page with the highest number of links, or I mean, it's pretty fucking primitive. But Alexandria, Alexandria does it through language. It deconstructs your sentence down to the fundamental elements of the question. It formulates an idea of what you're trying to say. You know, what the appropriate answer would look like, what information it needs to get that answer. And then it goes out and retrieves the information.
From the net.
Yes, from the net, obviously.
From secure government sites.
I don't know.
No, I'm telling you.
Your encryption software must be from the Middle Ages. Alexandria's not designed to break into encrypted sites.
What is Alexandria designed to do then?
What do you think? It's a fucking search
Well,
engine.
you just said synthesis engine.
Whatever. It's designed to answer objective questions. You know, what's the traffic look like? How many calories are in the sandwich?
So why did it answer that question?
I don't know.
No, see here, this is the issue. When we ask you a question you don't know the answer to, you say you don't know. Why isn't it giving us that answer?
I don't know.
You're the architect. You're supposed to know every corner.
It doesn't work like that. Come on. We empower it to think in a way that we are incapable of. If we fully knew how it thinks or how it learns, if we could do it ourselves, we wouldn't need it.
And who needs Alexandria?
The millions of users who use it, maybe?
Stop fucking around.
Look, is this about finding information? Because if you want information, I've told you everything I know.
Bullshit.
Or do you want a recantation? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry it said the government of the United States is evil. I mean, if it had said something nicer, both my hands would be fine. What are you hoping to get from all of this?
I ask the questions, me.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm the one who's asking the questions right now. I'm asking you.
Yeah, and I told you I don't know. Hey! Here we are again at the beginning of the circle. You're right. Time and space are not important.
Okay. Explain it to me again.
Again?
Yes.
Hayes,
What? Just let me do my job. Explain it to me again.
You know,
What?
I realized something just now.
Realize what?
Realized why you're still here talking to me. You know that I don't know what you want to know, but you've been told, well, ordered, to keep talking to me. Sound about right? So, you know, this is something interesting to consider. Out there, beyond the darkness, there are other people. The people you report to who know I'm here.
They are none of your concern.
I think these people beyond the darkness are very interested in certain hypotheticals. What happens if the world finds out about Alexandria's answer? What happens if the world believes Alexandria's answer? What happens if you learn nothing from me about why it said what it said?
Or what?
Or what happens if I help you learn why it said what it said. What happens if I help you change it so that it might say something different?
What happens if you're really a lying piece of shit? How about that hypothetical?
I assume you've shut down the site. Or if you're really clever, you've posted some kind of offline for technical maintenance message. But in any case, the information's out there. Or the rumor.
It's just an allegation, it's not the truth.
Well, you're idiots if you think that's important. Look, I can help you. I don't know the answer, but I'll find it if you give me access.
Access? To what?
Alexandria.
Absolutely not.
We'll keep it on a closed network. I'll work with your supervision. I'll explain every step. We'll find out what's going on and make the answer more to your liking. And then this can end. And then you can let me go.
What do you think, Inspector Kavanaugh?
I don't know.
Oh, that is a poor choice of words, Inspector.
Hayes, we are all pieces on God's chessboard. He moves us how he wishes, but we can each only move in a certain way. Do you still use biblical symbolism with them?
We talk about darkness and light.
Shame. It's not some secular humanist nonsense, is it? No God in a government facility?
I find when we talk about God, they become more resistant.
No. Backslash.
I heard you.
Well, genius, that's not a backslash, that's a forward slash.
What?
Or slash.
How does the slash have both backwards or forwards?
They're just different. You do see that they are different.
Yes, of course I see that they're different. I'm not blind.
No, I'm just incompetent.
It's not a backwards and forwards kind of thing. It's a side-to-side thing. This is front, that's back.
I didn't make the names.
This is the front of the computer. That's the back of the computer.
Monitor.
What?
That's the monitor. The computer is...
Do you want me to break your other hand?
And if you hadn't broken it in the first place, I type. We've gotten a lot further along than we have now.
Fuck you!
Gentlemen, what have you discovered, Webster?
Nothing.
Nothing?
We're still installing the tracers.
Tracers?
Yes.
What are tracers?
If I have to explain every single detail because you're both technologically illiterate...
Explaining each step was part of the agreement.
Tracers are... It's like... You know... tagging birds in the wild to study how they migrate. Right? We tag parts of the program, and then we can study how it evaluates. Happy?
How much longer?
Really depends on how many more backslashes there are in the code.
Fuck you.
Webster?
There's not going to be some sudden unveiling with the answer. I'm still trying to conceptualize all possibilities.
We don't have time for you to conceptualize every possibility.
Well, I think that you do, because that's what needs to happen.
Where are you going?
I'll be back.
There. Fucking backslash. What's next?
Look, let me explain something to you about coding.
What's next?
We have to be really precise if it's...
No. Really? I had no idea. After all these hours, I had no idea that precision might be an important element to the programming process. This is startling discovery. Please, enlighten me with your technological insights. Prick.
Did you not grow up around computers?
How can you tell?
And you don't use one for your
For my what?
work?
You've seen my work.
Yes, true. But they must have you write reports, or...
Hayes writes the reports.
Does she use a computer?
Of course.
Then why doesn't she...
Because she has to observe you, dipshit. She has to observe you and write a report.
Oh.
She can't really observe you while you dictate to her what to type, can she?
I hadn't thought of that.
That's probably where she is right now.
Where?
Writing a report.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how much... What do I type next?
Where did you grow up that you didn't have a computer?
It's not important. What do I type next?
It's just... I don't know.
I told you it's not important.
I'm sorry. I just thought, after spending this time together...
Oh, whoa. Spending time together. I am not your high school fucking girlfriend.
If you don't want to tell me, fine.
I don't want to tell you.
Great. Fine.
Fine. It's not that uncommon for somebody to grow up without a computer. Do you have any idea how many people in this country don't have a computer?
No.
Huh.
Do you?
Of course I don't.
Maybe we should just enter in Alexandria and see. I should just ask it how to fix itself.
Right. Webster. Does it really think like we do?
What?
What do you mean what? This. Alexandria.
Oh.
You said before about the language.
No, I know. Look. I don't know. Some things are just too radical. Even if...
Even if what?
It does think like we do. Better.
Sure.
Better than we ever could. It has all the knowledge of the world at its disposal. It has...
It's a machine.
Well, no, it's a program.
Whatever.
Is it really that hard to believe?
Yes. You do realize the significance of what you're saying.
Yeah. I do.
Well,
I just want to get this done, Kavanaugh.
fuck it. What do I type next?
Try using something biblical. Jonah, maybe, next time. See what happens.
Jonah?
I found that one especially effective. You cast yourself in the God role, which encourages them to cooperate. I tried Daniel one time. It was a disaster. We became the lions. The more fingers we broke, the more his resolve increased. Very inconvenient. Jonah helps them, too, to think about release. That if they do what you say, well, you'll spit them out, I suppose.
How much longer?
Not long. Okay.
What is all this?
Well,
This is unacceptable.
look. You create something with the capacity to learn, okay? So when it encounters something it does not expressly know how to do, it develops a new method. And with that knowledge, it's a little different.
Why is it doing this?
I'm trying to explain. We need to run more tests.
You've already run a test.
I know.
We just ran a test.
And now I need to run some more, you fucking idiot. Alright? Kavanaugh. I need him to type. What? Oh, the stare down. Is that what this is? Scary. Jesus Christ. Can we get back to work, please? Bitch.
Why is it still doing this, Webster?
Fuck if I know. You remember what I said? About the birds, how it was like tagging a flock of birds?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for a complex question, it's a fucking enormous flock.
Okay.
So, when we finally get around to putting in the question, is the government of the United States evil? The flock is so huge, it's too expansive to follow. It doesn't approach that question like we would. It looks everywhere. It attacks every possible source of information with even the slightest relationship, history, news, philosophy, ethics. It compares and compares and evaluates and evaluates, just keeps... I don't know. I honestly don't know anything anymore.
Webster. Hey.
Fuck it, open up a script window, please.
Hayes, may I be candid with you?
Of course.
You're losing focus.
I can still do my job.
For how long?
Well, where are we?
I don't know. Moving along.
Have we made progress?
Sure.
Sure?
Sure, yes. I don't know.
You continued the tests?
Yes.
For the tracers?
With the tracers,
And?
yes. I don't know.
Is this now a favorite phrase among the two of you?
It's hard to know. It's hard to know where we are.
Is there something you're not telling me?
He's struggling. But it's not his fault, Hayes.
What?
Hayes, listen. It's crazy. It's like looking at the whole internet all at once. All there before you.
Where does this leave us?
Fuck if I know.
Let me rephrase. Do we want this to continue?
I think we get a little closer every day.
Closer to what?
Closer to knowing.
How much closer?
I don't know.
Are we inching towards something that's light years away?
Maybe. But we should continue. It's right to continue.
Because of him.
Well,
We can't do this just for him.
I think we can, as long as it's also in our other interests.
I've been wondering about our interests. You know, there's a simple answer to that question.
What question?
Is the government of the United States evil?
Oh.
The simple answer is, it's true.
Do you think that?
Though evil's not good, maybe it's good that there's evil.
What?
Maybe the government is evil, but I don't think we are evil because of it.
How would we know?
Because I have faith, that's how I know. Without enemies, without opposition, It could be good. But stymied by a world full of wickedness, what hope does it have?
I try not to think about it.
Indeed. We have to accept that though the answer is not simple, our next step is clear.
What's our next step?
Murdoch.
No.
I'm sorry, Kavanaugh.
You need to give Webster more time.
We need this to end, and yes, I'm including the government in the we.
Hayes, please!
I'm sorry, Kavanaugh. It's not our job to wait, it's our job to act. Kavanaugh.
I'm fine.
Take the rest of the night off.
I said I'm fine.
Take the rest of the night off. Get out of here for a little while. You'll feel better.
Webs?
Listen to me.
Yes.
You only tell them they're Jonah. It's part of the technique. It's just something you say to break the things you can't break with a hammer.
I guess I'm ready then.
Don't guess.
I am ready.
All right. I'll be there in the morning.
Good morning.
Is it morning?
Yes.
They never tell me. Who are you?
Murdoch.
Oh. Inspector Murdoch?
No.
What then?
Just Murdoch.
Oh. Okay. I'm Webster.
Yes, I know.
Right. Yeah, I should have figured.
Did they break your fingers here?
Yeah.
How many?
All of them?
All 5?
Yes.
You made it to 5. That's impressive.
I did it all at once.
Oh. Usually they do them one at a time.
So I've been told.
Shame. They did a nice job with the bandaging, though.
I don't know.
No, they did. Sometimes they don't bandage them at all.
Will it heal all right?
The bandage is very good.
Okay. Do you know how long I've been here?
I'm sorry I don't.
Oh.
I didn't think to ask. It's okay. If I were you, though, I wouldn't concern myself with trying to find out.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, they're not going to tell you.
You're probably right.
You also wouldn't like the answer. If it were shorter than you expected, you'd be upset at how slowly time is passing. But if it were longer than you expected, you'd be alarmed at how long you've been down here.
Didn't really think of that.
I think you're happier not knowing.
I think you're right. Thanks.
You're very welcome. It's the same with your hand.
The hand?
If I told you it wouldn't heal properly, you'd be upset. But if I promised you it would heal fine, well, you probably wouldn't believe me. But you'd also obsess about the healing process. You'd be worried that it's taking too long, or that you're doing something wrong, or something of the sort.
I haven't really thought much about my hand.
That's good. That is a very healthy attitude to have.
Who are you?
I'm Murdoch.
Yes. What are you doing here?
Talking?
Why?
Well, I prefer talking to silence.
Why are you talking to me?
Because there's something about you I need to know.
What's that?
The strength of your neck. The strength of your neck determines the length of the rope.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, if the rope is too short, your neck will break, and you suffocate to death, which I'm sure isn't very pleasant to experience. If the rope's too long, your head comes off, which may make no difference insofar as your experience is concerned, but is decidedly unpleasant for anyone watching. I've seen both happen. They're not desirable.
Why?
Well, they're both very awkward for anyone present. And the second, as you may imagine, can be very messy. There is a startling amount of blood in the human body. Once the head comes off, it just shoots out like a soda bottle that you dropped on the ground and the cap isn't quite tight.
No! Why are you... Are you here to kill me?
I am determining the strength of your neck.
So that you can hang me.
Yes. I'm afraid so. I didn't want to say anything, but you asked, and I thought it wouldn't be very nice to lie to you.
It's not very nice to hang people.
No, it's quite unfortunate. But that's why I do what I do.
Because it isn't nice?
No. No. Because the moment before death is when compassion is needed the most. It's easy to be compassionate to someone when you're doing something they want. But it's quite hard to be compassionate in the face of their resistance, maybe even their hatred. That kind of compassion is truer, deeper. Nothing's harder than the truth. Nothing's truer than death. I know now that when I'm called, it's to do everything I can to make it easier. And that means shouldering an unpleasant task. It took me a long time to realize that, and even longer to reconcile it with my faith.
Well, I kind of wish you hadn't.
That's very clever.
Why am I being hung?
Hanged.
What?
The correct term is hanged.
Why am I being hanged?
story of Jonah?
With a whale?
Yes.
I know there's a whale.
Jonah forsakes his role as a prophet. He decides he'd rather be something else. He runs from God. You don't run from God. You don't run from your responsibility.
God wants you to kill me.
God endowed me with certain gifts. Compassion is among them. Hanging people is among them. To not make use of these gifts would be violating God's will.
So the whole thou shalt not kill thing doesn't bother you?
It does. Constantly. But the thing is, Webster, you're marked to die. With or without me. If I'm the one to do it, maybe I can do you a kindness.
Well, this is thoroughly depressing.
I'm sure it must be. But now you know. And you can either choose to face it or run from it, like Jonah did.
I don't think God put me on this earth to die.
God put us all on this earth to die.
If that's it, then what's the fucking point?
I don't know.
I was put here to do something.
I have no doubt you were.
This is so bullshit. I think God's a fucking asshole if he told you to do this.
God only gave me a gift. I had to learn what to do with it.
Well, fuck his gift giving then.
You shouldn't try and understand him. Brains aren't developed enough, and we haven't found a way around that.
Are you killing me today?
I prefer the word hanging.
I prefer to stay alive.
You have a few days. I can't say for sure. I have to send away for the rope, and it's all very particular. I never keep any here. Don't like to be reminded that it happens sometimes, I suppose.
Will I see you again?
Once more, yes.
You need more time?
No, we're finished. He's tough. Slight but tough. 17 and a half feet.
You're sure?
Faith, Hayes.
All right.
Good. You're stronger than you look, Webster. I can tell by your neck. I'd wish you good luck, but... You know, in all these years, I haven't found a good way to end these conversations.
Murdoch, if you would.
Of course.
Webster. I looked up 17 and a half feet. If I'm hanged with 17 and a half feet of rope on a standard gallows. Wait, it's a standard gallows, right? Well, let's just assume it is. Let's see, a reason why it wouldn't be fucking government. If it's 17 and a half feet, that means a 6 foot drop, and that means that my head will fly off. I'll be decapitated. drop it on the floor.
Murdoch knows what he's doing.
Oh, great.
In all my time here, I've never seen him screw up once.
This is supposed to make me feel better. I might not be decapitated. I might just die. Gee, that doesn't sound so bad.
Webster, come on.
I think I'll feel it when my head comes off.
Do you want to find out?
No,
Okay, let's get to work.
there's no point working. We won't finish in time.
You don't know that.
We won't, I'm super fucked.
There is always a chance.
A chance? You never gave me a chance. I told you both it was going to take time. I told you both.
You have a chance. We have today. We have the computer. We have...
With you typing?
Webster, shut up.
I'm fucked because you can't type.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm fucked because you and Hayes are computer illiterate and you don't understand that it's not going to happen overnight. Super fucked.
Webster, shut the fuck up. We gave you 9 weeks.
What?
We tried with you for 9 weeks. You couldn't do it. So Hayes decided, pull the plug.
Nine weeks.
Yeah.
Murdoch was right. This is disheartening. 9 weeks. Alexandria took years of development.
Webster, come on. I tried to help you.
Really? What's it like to know that your help's worthless? Either you agree with Hayes to have me killed, or you're too ineffectual to stop her.
Don't.
Or what? Are you gonna kick me? Smash my head against the table? Or break my other hand? You don't like it when I ask those questions, do you?
No.
Not to stop doing it though, right? Thanks for the help.
Let's not continue with this shit.
How would you like me to continue? I can't do anything to make you think differently. And I can't do anything to make Alexandria think differently. All fucking insurmountable.
Stop. It is absolutely imperative that we work now.
It's imperative that you shut the fuck up and leave me alone.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I discovered something last night. It's not insurmountable.
Oh, great. I'm saved.
Fucking listen, all right? We can approach it another way. You don't have to change the way it thinks.
What?
You're trying to figure out how it comes up with a solution, right? How it evaluates.
Fucking yes, Kavanaugh. What do you think?
Well, what if you don't worry about that? What if you don't focus on how it thinks, but you focus on the terms?
The term.
Yeah. What if when somebody types United States government, Alexandria reads those words as something else? All you have to do is switch it or whatever. What else? I don't know. Something undeniably good. Switch it.
Utopia.
I told who?
No. You fucking idiot. Utopia. It's a word.
For what?
For. Forget it.
Webster.
What?
Can you do this? Will this work?
How did you come up with this? No, really, how did you come up with it? Because you're kind of a moron otherwise. You've got to be fucking fucking kidding me? You actually typed in and asked it up.
It's a good solution.
This is surreal.
Webster, can you do this in a day?
It's not a real solution.
The hell it isn't. The United States government is not evil. Everyone is happy.
It's not the solution I promised Hayes I'd find.
It's just as good.
Do you think she'll think so?
This is what we have to do.
I shall find out.
She won't.
Yeah, right.
She won't. Because I won't tell her.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Satisfied?
You've tested this too, Kavanaugh?
Yes,
And?
it looks good.
So will you be able to upload this, or?
It's all on the portable hard drive there.
The what?
Right there.
This?
Yes. Okay.
Well, what?
I held up my end.
Yeah. Kind of astounding for you to have made a breakthrough just now.
That's a hell of a motivator.
No doubt. What do you plan to do when you return?
Eat better food. Get my hand looked at. Stay out in the sun for as long as possible.
Go back into programming?
I've had enough off Alexandria. Thinking of retirement.
Met any plans to account for your absence?
Look, these are minor concerns. I'm happy.
They are not minor.
Whatever.
They are not minor. You're a dangerous man to release. A man with abilities.
Yeah. Well.
Kavanaugh. Slam his head into the table.
Hayes, come on.
Now. Good. How many people do you think we released from here? See, Webster, this is one of those intuitive knowledge things I was talking about earlier. I think you do know. I think you knew when they took you. I think you knew when you couldn't get a lawyer, weren't Mirandized, weren't charged with anything, weren't entitled to any due process. I think you knew when Inspector Kavanaugh slammed your head against a table and broke all the fingers in your hand. Even before Murdoch came in here and told you who he was and why he was here, you knew. And yet you persisted. Not because you're deluded, but because you hoped you were wrong. Do you believe in God?
I don't know.
You do know.
No. I don't believe in God.
Of course not. You believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, and you hope that your abilities will accomplish tasks that only God is capable of performing. There's a name for those tasks. Do you know it?
No.
Miracles. I have faith in God, Webster. Faith in his ability to perform miracles because I have witnessed the miracle that is his guidance. You, Webster, you hope for yourself. You hope that despite the overwhelming knowledge that what you are striving for is impossible, you hope that you will prevail. But you know, you feel, deep within that tiny space at the center of your being, that there's nothing to hope for. That's the difference between hope and faith, Webster's certainty. Do you follow me?
You promised me that
We
you
never promised you anything.
What the fuck was all that?
Shut up now. This is what's going to happen. Sooner or later, you will fall asleep.
Ace.
You will not intend to fall asleep, but you will do it anyway, no matter how hard you fight to stay awake. You will fight it at first, but then you'll accept it as inevitable.
Ace,
When
please.
you wake, you will find that your hands are bound and your feet are manacled together. You will feel that they are bound, but you won't see it because you'll also find that there's a hood over your head.
Please.
You may feel the impulse to cry out when you feel these things, but you will find that gauze has been stuffed into your mouth to muffle the sound. Then you will be dragged to your feet, marched out of this room and into another, and led up a flight of stairs to a platform. If you resist, we will squeeze your broken hand till you comply. On the platform, Murdoch will place a noose around your neck, adjusting it slightly so that it almost touches the skin around your neck, but not quite. Then Murdoch will step away and pull a lever on the edge of the platform. The trap will drop below you. You will fall 5.5 feet, and your neck will break in an instant. On your last day on Earth, you will be awake only 3 minutes. And in those 3 minutes, faceless, blind, and dumb. That is a certainty.
Hayes, this isn't what we agreed.
I'm sorry?
Come on, Hayes. He's not a threat.
I'm really not.
Shut up. Break his other hand.
No, please, please.
Hayes, come on.
Break his other hand now.
Please. This is wrong. This is
God
wrong.
understands evil because he understands that there's an evil that can make us good.
Please, 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 please.
Close your eyes. It'll make it easier.
No, no.
Come on, give me a hand, Webster.
Have faith.
Webster, give me a hand. Close your eyes.
Weaverville? Where's Weaverville? Near Reading? That's over 3 hours. Let me call you back in just a minute. Weaverville. Can you believe that? Drive me all the way up to Weaverville. Just want this to be over. Is he asleep? Oh, I'm sorry. Inspector Hayes, number 26? You're sure? Good. Go ahead and have him prepped, please. Yes, he's just finishing that up now. Thank you. We were never going to let him go. You know that.
Okay.
He was a threat. A continued threat. We let him manipulate us, and I was stupid enough not to notice.
Fine.
We had no obligation to be honest with him. He was never honest with us.
Okay.
Kavanaugh,
What?
I need to know you're with me on this.
I'm with you.
Kavanaugh.
I'm with you. I am. Broke his hand, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You did.
We're ready.
Good. Kavanaugh, can you take it from here?
Where are you going?
I've I've got to deliver this. Weaverville, Jesus. Sorry, Murdoch.
It's all right.
I'm just so tired of all this dragging on. But it all gets resolved today. All of it. This is the complete report on Webster. See that it gets where it needs to go. Thanks again for your assistance in all things.
Of course.
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh?
Yeah.
Have you considered that you may have reached the threshold?
What?
One of these days, you break one hand too many, and you wish you knew that day would come the day before it does.
I'm fine.
That's what I told myself, too. And then the next time, I walked right out of the room. Walked right out of the room in the middle of an interrogation. Gave notice that afternoon. Forget the pension. Perhaps you'd like to stay here when it's time.
I'm all right.
I think it would do you good.
What'd I just say? I'm sorry. I don't like that you're here. I don't mean that personally. I mean, you're a nice guy. A little too calm, maybe.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm sorry. Making an ass out of myself.
It's okay.
It's just, I was on the verge of doing something right for a change.
You don't know that.
I do. I had an answer.
No. You can't save them. The moment they come into this place, they're damned. This isn't purgatory. This is hell. Why do you think I come back here in this capacity? Because every execution I perform humanely is contrition for every hand that I broke maliciously. The thing is, though, I think you're the one doing God's work. You carry a burden.
Can we all just stop talking about God?
Kavanaugh.
No. No. You and Hayes, it's always God this, God that. With Jonah and the whale. Jonah and the whale. It's enough. Enough. I feel like I'm in fucking Sunday school.
You're more than just a thug. You know that.
Who gives a shit? I just thought one day, when one of them gave the right answer, we would do what we said we would.
Which is what?
Let them out. Do you know why he's here?
No.
Because something he made told the truth. And we didn't want to hear it.
You don't know it's the truth.
It has to be.
Do you want to know what I've learned, Kavanaugh?
Is it going to be about God?
Yes.
Then no. I don't want to know what you've learned.
I've learned God isn't real.
What?
He can't be. There's no way anything in the Bible can possibly be true. Have you read it? It's absurd. But if I need to wake up every morning and do what I do, then I need something to compel me to do good. I need something to make me gentle, in spite of the violence. God's the only way I know how. I need to lie. Of course, most days I'm not thinking hard enough and I forget it's a lie for a while. And that's nice.
Murdoch.
What?
I found something that isn't a lie.
That's good.
It is. Murdoch, can I trust you?
Kavanaugh, if there is the need for secrecy, I would reevaluate what you're going to tell me.
I'm not trying to put you into any kind of position where
But you understand that you are.
I just need time. If you could just give me a little more time, I promise.
Kavanaugh, we have a job to do.
Fine.
What file?
Cell 26.
Okay.
Cell 15. Sorry, cell 15. Hi, this is Inspector Kavanaugh. Is cell 15 asleep? Okay, you haven't prepped then. Inspector Hayes and I cannot attend. Can you get someone else to... That's right. It's been prepared. Yes, he's leaving now. Okay, obliged. Thank you.
Who is Samuel Owens?
Oh, yeah, right. The files are all mixed up.
Need a better system.
Yeah.
It'll pass, Kavanaugh. Trust me, it'll pass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is it time? Is it time? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up and stay still. What the fuck is going on? Shut up. Don't make me. Do you still have the old version of Alexandria on the computer? Old version? The one you didn't change?
Yes.
Of course. Good. Okay. I need
plug it in.
Where? Here?
Yeah, plug it in.
Okay, it's plugged in.
Wait for it to... Why is there a folder with my name on it?
It's not important.
It has my name on it.
I'll explain later. Show me how to transfer the fucking file.
Right, okay, open up the applications folder.
Applications. Okay.
Click Alexandria.
Okay.
All right, the third one down, click on that one and drag it over to the flash drive folder.
Okay.
Wait for it to do its thing. Okay, all done, transfer.
All done.
Yeah, it's transferred.
That's it.
That's it.
Really?
Yes, you can unplug it now.
That took a lot less time than I expected.
Are we escaping?
Poor Sam Owens.
Kavanaugh!
What? Keep your voice down.
We're getting out of here!
What? No. You're not coming with me.
What?
I can't risk it.
Risk what?
On this, I have everything I need to dismantle the whole fucking thing.
What, Alexandria?
Yeah, with Hayes' sports, together that should be enough.
Alexandria?
Yes, listen to me, Webster. Do you know somebody? Listen, look at me. Do you know somebody on the outside who can help me with this?
You're taking Alexandria and leaving me.
Webster, focus.
Focus? No, this is bullshit. Fuck Alexandria. If I stay here, they'll kill me.
You'll be fine.
No, I fucking won't.
Trust me, Murdoch knows what he's doing.
Murdoch.
I can't leave with you. The risk is too great. Alexandria is too important.
What?
You said it yourself, huh? You can think better than we can.
Do you think that matters to me now?
Webster, people need to see what it has to say.
Are you fucking serious?
Why are you laughing? Yes, I am serious.
Wow, you really don't understand computers, do you? Well,
Webster.
Okay, wow, this is really precious.
Webster, there is no time.
Do you think anyone wants to feel inferior to a piece of software? Do you think anyone wants to be controlled by a piece of software? It's a fucking search engine!
Look, it's not just a program. It's more than that.
You're like a caveman worshipping the lightning because you don't know how it's made or what it's for.
Webster, I need to know if there's someone that can help me on the outside.
Oh, wow. I am so fucked.
Fuck this.
No, I can't leave me here.
I don't have a choice.
This isn't right. No.
I'm sorry, Webster.
There are 3 guards outside, so please don't do anything stupid. Or more stupid things, I should say. I was getting coffee at a gas station when they called me. I wasn't even on the interstate yet. I hadn't even left the zip code. What do you think about that? Curious? Turns out Samuel Owens is about 25 pounds heavier than Webster. Did you know that? His head flew off during the hanging. Murdoch didn't recognize the face.
Who the fuck is Samuel Owens?
Hayes.
There's blood all over the place now, if that weren't bad enough, and the special cleaning crew won't be able to come until tomorrow. I'm told in the last round of collective bargaining, the janitors union negotiated that they would no longer be responsible for cleaning up gore. Gore, I believe, is the official term used in the agreement. At least that's what one of the janitors just told me. It may not be clean in time for your hanging tomorrow, I'm told.
What? Really?
Yeah. Of course, you won't be able to see it, but it does smell a little. And the floor is sticky.
Kavanaugh,
What?
I hope Murdoch fucks up the length of your rope.
There is a vacancy now in cell 15. Webster, if you would.
Why do I have to go?
You don't have to. thought you might like a little change of scenery for your last day.
Oh. Well, that's considerate of you, I guess.
It was the least I could do.
Well, the least you could do is nothing.
Are you coming? What did I say about doing something stupid?
Yeah, yeah.
Figure out the length for me yet? Don't want to talk, huh?
I'd rather not, no.
Doesn't sound like you. I'm sorry. It was embarrassing with Sammy Owens.
It was a little surprising.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's always a little surprising when the head comes off.
Still, I know you have a reputation to maintain.
Even the best botch one every once in a while. It's bound to happen. And this was a special circumstance.
Right.
I don't really think it reflects poorly on me.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I'm going to count it.
Murdoch.
What?
Take this.
What is it?
It's something that needs to see the light of day.
What?
Keep it safe. And maybe give it to someone who knows about these things. Someone you can trust.
Kavanaugh.
Please, Murdoch. It's important. It's more important than you can know. Now, executing someone humanely is no contrition. This is. It'll get you out of hell.
Well,
20 feet.
good. Thank you. Sit. I'm sure you have a sense of what's coming.
I know what's coming.
That'll make it easier then.
I know what's coming. I've seen the future.
Really?
Yes.
What have you seen? Either you can answer my questions directly or I can ask
First,
the guard.
shock. That's the first thing I see. Disbelief. But almost immediately after, it gives way to outrage. A feeling of betrayal. And it grows from there. Demonstrations. Protests. Violence, maybe. And it grows and grows, and there are parts of it that are hideous and tragic, but it grows past this into I see a crack in that wall, and a shaft of light piercing through. And another one there, and another shaft of light, and there, and there, and there. And then I see the walls dismantled. So much light. So much light. Light that makes you stand and blink and wonder what light is. Everywhere. Light. And then, this cell, this building, you and I, all of us, are gone. And only light remains.
You won't be here to see any of it.
No. But I have faith, Hayes. The confidence to put my foot over the water and step down.
Do you?
Absolutely. Look for yourself.
Guards?
Look at it, Hayes. Look at it. Really look at it.